Thanks for tuning in to this week's installment of Ask a Yoga Question. Ask a Yoga Question is a series on my blog, yogabycandice.com, where I answer questions from readers. The first question. I just started yoga a few months ago with your videos. They're great, but I think I've done something wrong as I have pain in both of my shoulders. My self-diagnosis says it may be pulled bicep tendons, maybe due to poor chaturanga form. Have you heard of this? And do you have suggestions for 1, how to heal, and 2, what I can do in the meantime? I can't say for sure what's causing your shoulder pain. However, I do know that chaturanga is really challenging, and if you've only been practicing for a few months, it is likely that you're doing it wrong. So I just want to take a moment to go over chaturanga. For chaturanga, we want to make sure that our elbow comes to a 90-degree angle when we're going down. You really don't want to go smaller than a 90-degree angle. So the most common mistake I see is that people have their hands directly underneath their shoulders. And what we want to do is bring the hands down so that you can have that 90 degrees. Do you see how if my hands are up by my shoulders, like if this is the floor, my hands are up by my shoulders, as I come down, what's going to happen is my upper back will tend to round. That'll cause strain on the shoulders, and then we've got a smaller than 90-degree angle. So if you bring your hands down, as you lower down towards the ground, you should be okay. So you want to think about having the chest open. And we'll come into plank pose. So in order, right now I have my wrists, elbows, and shoulders in one line, which is what I want. Then I'm going to have to pull myself forward by rolling my toes a little bit so that my hands are not under my shoulders anymore. Then I can lower down and then flip and come up into upward facing dog. What you don't want to do is have the wrists, elbows, and shoulders in one line and then just go down like this, because my upper back rounds, my butt sticks up, and my shoulders come out of alignment. So give that a try when you're healthy. And if you're still feeling pain in your arm, I would just rest, take a break from chaturanga, maybe from all yoga in general, or do a restorative practice until you feel better. Question 2. I want to do crow pose and headstand, but I'm afraid of falling and cracking my neck. How did you overcome this fear, and what do you suggest? I once went to a master class for arm balances, and the instructor said one of the most powerful things you can do is to face your fear. So you know that your fear is that you're going to crack your neck in these poses. Here's how we can avoid doing that. For crow pose, the drishti is out in front and down on the ground, not straight down in front of you. When we have our peripheral vision opened up and you are able to focus on the one thing out in front, your balance will be more stable. If you're looking straight down, then your line of vision is it's almost like tunnel vision, and you won't have a very good sense of balance. So we'll come up onto the hands, lift the knees, and I'm looking ahead and down on the ground. The other thing you can do is place a blanket here, and that might be kind of a moral support, so that if you fall, you won't come crashing down into this hardwood floor, onto your yoga mat. You'll come onto a nice soft blanket. But I assure you that if you look ahead and down on the ground, you won't come crashing down. For headstands, let's think about how we can fall and be safe. Basically, you want to be really warmed up in your chest and your back and your hip flexors so that if you're toppling over, you won't pull anything in the front body. So I come into headstand. I walk up, and if you kick too fast and you flap over, you'll know that you can just flip and come out and be okay. I've practiced yoga for 10 years, more or less regularly. I started yoga teacher training, and in class we did a partner exercise for handstands. We had a partner supporting us while we tried to go into full handstand. It was very hard for me even though someone was there supporting me. I don't know why I was not able to do this exercise the way it should have been done. Do I need to build up more arm strength, or is it more core strength I need to work on? Do you have any advice for me to work on handstand? So yes, it does take a lot of upper body strength and core strength, but if you're practicing handstand with a partner and you're not able to do it, it might really not be your fault, but just the way that somebody is supporting you, it might be hindering actually your ability to do the actual handstand. So I'm going to have my husband assist. He's going to take a big step forward with his left leg. And then he's going to make his arm, he's going to make a U shape with his hand. And his right arm is going to come up and just be very strong. And that's all he's going to do. He's not going to push me, he's not going to pull me. He's just there for support, and I'm going to do all the work. So I'm going to come into downward facing dog. Then I'm going to lift my right leg. And he's going to put his hand on my shin, but just underneath my knee. Then I'm going to push into him to lift up, and I'm going to start to do the work myself. When I'm ready to come down, I'll go right into child's pose. So that's a nice way that you can practice with a partner, and you're actually doing the work, so their insecurities or their strength or lack of strength isn't really impacting you. They're just there holding you, being a support, and you're able to find your balance and sense of stability in that pose. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you have a yoga question, you can ask it in the comment section below or on the forum at forum.yogabycandice.com. I was holding my legs and supporting me. I just wrote this out wrong. Hang on. Because I don't know why I was afraid of cracking your neck. So I don't know what to say after that.